What's good, YouTube? This is Very Mellow Man, and welcome to episode 34 of my Yakuza 5 Remastered Let's Play. We are finally done training Shinada. I mean, we're really done training Shinada. He's level 17 now. Due to all the back and forths I've had to do, all the fights I had to get into that I couldn't avoid because I really miss those beads of good fortune. But it's fine. Another thing we increased is our batting abilities. Excuse me. These increases when I was doing my training with Igarashi, but the others are the result of my bulletin board. I completed all but one of the bulletin board submissions so I could show you guys what that would be like. And it would be a nice capper on this story. Another thing I want to point out is equipment. As you can see here, when your equipment is only really good for boosting your levels, but when you level up enough, it doesn't really matter. Like, sure. It does add, but it's not necessary when you naturally level up all your stats. But I do like these looks. I do like the look the equipment Shinada uses in the batting cage better than the starting gear, so I'm going to keep the luxury stuff. Unfortunately, this also means everything you did to unlock those extra baseball shops is pretty pointless when you understand that level ups are more important than your equipment. But hey, at least you can get 100% completion and just change up your look for cosmetic sakes in premium adventure. So let's continue the story of the cost of a swing. It's weird how every side story, or another drama as this game calls them, not only gives each character a unique side story, which is basically just the expansion of what Yakuza 4 introduced, with everyone having their own side thing to get. But that side story also has their own sub-stories, which is basically what the sub-missions are. And 100% completion for the side story involves completing both the story and sub-missions of that side story. Get one hit and one in bat, and we get 50,000 yen. Easy money. Easy money. Because you complete Igarashi's training, the batting missions really are a joke. Even if you don't necessarily use Heat Eye, you should be so good at hitting baseballs at this point that it won't really be a difficult thing. Victory is mine, fool. Give me your money. Oh, I used my heat to increase my adrenaline. After that, time literally slowed down around me, so I could make your little fastball look like a baby's first pitch. Oh, so you were cheating too. At least my heat eye is a technique I had to train myself to learn. You were just cheating.
Yeah.
See, the sad part is, because these stories have to be able to be completed at any time in the game, it means that these people... It means that at the end of the actual canonical story of Yakuza 5, Shinada doesn't really get his name cleared, and he ultimately doesn't really get back into the big leagues. Well, I mean, at least Shinada's upfront about the possible gambling issue. Thank God. We have to hit a home run before he strikes out. So you're going to be one of the major players when you grow up. No wonder you're going to make this interesting challenge. Heat eye isn't perfect. If you still hit the baseball wrong, you'll still do stuff like that. Which means there's still skill involved in actually hitting the bat. So it's not going to automatically make things easier for you. Pitcher's amulet. Okay. You got a point, sir. This could have just been a casual game, but you're actually seriously testing your son for some reason. Ooh. Made a backdoor deal. Oh, that's... Oh, wow. An underhanded scholarship. That sucks. 5 million yen is ridiculous. I mean, you're a father who's trying to do his son to his best, but the son's right too. All he wants to do is make you proud, not make your kid a heart attack, dude. Talent and effort, but you need perseverance. And, of course, this is another side story that focuses on the game's dream theme. Oh, hey, Kurosaki. Shyster. Oh, man, Kurosaki. I have to confess, I've been doing so much side stuff lately that I've forgotten what the actual plot of the Cost of a Swing even was. I've forgotten all about why Kurosaki has a problem with Shinada. Broker, but you're going to cash over if you keep this up. Wow. Right. Was he one of the guys on Shinada's baseball team? New manager of the Tokyo Giants, Manabe, Sakai. Ironically, also killed him from spilling secrets. Wait, killing man cornered by Shinada by drop. Okay. Whatever. Winnow. Oh, hey, Daigo. Yeah, I guess he's supposed to be a secret, but seriously, we hear Daigo's voice over the course of Kiwami 2 and the 3 and 4 remasters. It's pretty clear what he sounds like by now. Maybe I guess adding a voice filter would make it too unfair, but what am I supposed to think? If you can figure out the mystery, you should be able to talk about it. And I'm pretty sure anyone watching these videos at home would figure it out with me even before I got to it. Let's get that grand prize, shall we? So that was a knuckleball. Man, you learn a lot of interesting things about baseball from playing the batting cages, like the pitching mechanics and how different pitches look. Seriously, how can you throw a ball in such a way that you actually get it to curve and go and swerve like that? It's hilarious. Last one. Italian scarf. Popular gift item for a hostess, which means we don't really need it. That's entirely up to you. Give it to a hostess, give it to a certain idol, who knows? All I know is to fulfill my end of the bargain. Oh, right, we took on this guy in the beginning of the story. Like, his whole beef with us is that he wants us to recreate the pitch that cost our team, like, the leagues and even the ability to even play the baseball game. Whoa! Did we just max out our levels? Of course, the problem with that whole vendetta is that we learned over the course of our story that the entire baseball team was in on setting up Shinada to be the fall guy. So it's hard to feel any sympathy for him. And that adds great power to running throws. I don't think that's supposed to be used in baseball, but yeah. Running throws. So what? Okay, so running in battle and then throwing an item will increase its attack power. Okay. But that's not really super interesting. Like, the whole mechanic of Yakuza Combat... Yakuza Combat, I will admit, is not as in-depth as a proper character action game like the Devil May Cry's and the Bayonettas and the like. But if you look up some stuff about people playing on YouTube, like Dante Devil and Devil Leon, they're pretty great at the game, and you can see how they can play the game without using... They have a high skill ceiling. They can show you how good you can be at these games on the highest difficulties. But I don't think even they could come up with a way to use things like throwing weapons as a legitimate fighting tactic. So the whole, yeah, you're playing as a baseball player, so increase the power of your weapon throwing weapon attacks. It just isn't going to happen. It's not worth it. It's pretty bad. Oh yeah, it'll be a really sexy article about how slick I look destroying the baseball. That was at 5 home runs in a row. That was 5 home runs in a row without heat eye. Sir, sit down. Thank you for your generous donation. Yeah, sorry, I don't know who you are. Hey, don't have you taking his side now. What's going on? Why can't you keep a grudge against this guy? Why are you still holding on to yours? Sir, Shinada was a fall man. He didn't cheat. If only I knew what, Kurosaki. What are you hiding from me? Alright. So far, now all my skills are maxed out, so... Then again, when we get to a certain point, S-ranked Fame... Fame doesn't do anything except unlock more submissions for you to compete in. And now it's time for Kurosaki to talk. Oh, you're just right there. Shinada is like, dude, okay, look, I know I just told you to stop creeping up on me and that I was going to be getting out of here too, but I just wanted to get some more submissions in. So why'd you just walk back into the batting center while I'm not looking and then wait to see the note you left me? Jesus. So what's your deal, Kurosaki? What is your actual issue? Oh my god. I mean, okay, since the game is essentially about dreams, the cost of living a dream, the cost of failing your dream, the cost of trying to maintain your dream, etc., it does make sense that some of the antagonists are mostly motivated by the fact that they feel like they weren't up to snuff compared to the people that they are antagonizing in the game. Yeah, I'm gonna show you we're nothing like, Kurosaki. Time to put you in your place, fool. Yeah. Oh, I'm not impressed. I've seen that several times before. You're not interested. Fastball so fast I couldn't even technically see them. I only need her 5 hits too, not even home runs. Get out of my face, Kurosaki, and get out of my life. Yeah. Thank you, Shinada. I like Kiryu being forgiving because of the events of Yakuza 2, but not every character should be. Makes things more interesting that way. Unfortunately, Shinada has a point. So that's the gambler's amulet. Shiokawa. He's just like me. Second pass on everyone else's life. So Kurosaki was the main villain of the main villain of the cost of a swing was Kurosaki. But the final boss is going to be Shirakawa. This amulet is rumored to increase the number of revolutions of the machine's real Swiss max. Says for Pachinko. That's, whatever. Fine as selling Kurosaki. I hope he'll let the past stay in the past. Asada, the reporter, believes my innocence. He was sent by Kurosaki too. The 145 kph course was Shirakawa's. It was another test for me. Michio chose his own dream, refused to pay Kurosaki's bribe into the high school. This is what Kurosaki meant by his broker business turning on him because of how aggressive he was. Takamine used an emery ball to cheat. A spitball technically differs from a standard emery ball, in which the surface of the ball is cut or abraded. The emery ball is a pitch invented by Russell Ford, which relies on scarring or roughening part of the baseball in order to achieve an unnatural break. Okay. All right, time for the final duel. Okay, so an emery ball is an illegally roughed ball. Roughened by powdered emery or by a piece of emery cloth. And it's not exclusive to baseball either. Anything with a ball, soccer has emery balls as well, but they're also illegal for the same reason. They just help you. They give you an unnatural advantage in regards to controlling your pitch, from what I can understand, which is why they're illegal. You won't listen to anything I say. You won't listen to the fact that I'm actually innocent, because it wouldn't make any sense. The news I'm innocent cannot exist outside of this sub-story, which means that it's not possible for that to be revealed in the plot. Oh, so he used the pitch of his left hand, but he just started training with his right hand years later. Stage set. Bottom of the ninth in the scoreless tie, 2 outs, runners on second and third. On the mound is Akamatsu. So they're both using shadow boxing to replicate the fateful night 15 years ago. His super fastball versus my heat eye. Which will win? Okay. That guy, okay. You're literally on fire now. That guy just went Kaioken. That's a climax heat move. Climax heat move. Nice. Jesus Christ. Dude, you're coming in fast and hot. For prosperity. Yeah! What do you say to that? It's over. Of course you couldn't. You just had a grudge you couldn't get rid of. Huh. You never hid a game-breaking injury. You never told anyone about your game-breaking injury because you were just mad at someone overshadowing you. God. You literally ruined your future because you thought someone took it from you already. Jeez. Hey, buddy, no problem. I have no problem with you. No matter how many fastballs you threw at me, I kept turning them into friendship. End of the line for the cost of a swing main story. But there's still one last challenge. This kid is something else. Right, this is the third in a series of submissions where this punk steals Shinada's wallet. And Shinada has to educate him in the ways of saying it to his coach so that his coach doesn't teach him how to wreck his shoulder while throwing his psycho pitches.
So.
Right. Shouldn't be throwing those. Wait till you finish growing. You really wreck yourself. Basically. Miracle pitch. Fastball. His fastballs are probably the most gimmicky ones in the game, and in some cases they're probably even harder to hit than Shirakawa's and Kurosaki's. You'll see what I mean. His balls just turned invisible. That's what I mean. And these are just for hits, not home runs. So, harder in some respects, easier in others. And yes, I had to complete every other submission in order to unlock that final one. The ball's flickering out of the mind's eye to the point where some people won't really be able to see it. Once Kenta becomes an adult, he's going to be one of the most freak of nature pitchers in Yakuza history. That's right, Kenta. Keep on living the dream. Yeah, that's fine. No 18, Jesus. Alright then.
Oi. Yeah.
Completion. Email sent. And I'll see you guys next time when we resume the story of Tatsuo Shinada.